Sorry about that. I had to think about something.
Yeah, you're all good. What's going on?
Oh, busy day to be honest. Um, you. All right. Um,
Okay.
yep.
That's good, right?
Oh yeah. No, in a good way.
Okay.
Tale, do you want to start?
Hmm?
Start what?
What? You called me earlier.
Yeah, just dealing with a healing problem right now, Nino.
Oh, okay. Is
Goddamn Blaine County up my ass again.
oh,
You breathing down my neck, Marshall's up my ass. Blaine County's feelings on my goddamn shoulder.
all right. I'm gonna be listening, by the way, and I'm not putting a sandwich in my mouth.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't just eat a sandwich either.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just I saw you around, thought I'd give you a call.
Oh,
Let's see what's up.
okay.
I think I gotta reel it in. I don't think I can call them the Tuscan Raiders anymore.
Okay.
I can't call them the Tuscan Raiders. I can't send pictures. I can't say that Cassidy likes to catch felons after he fucks his cousin. Ah, it's been so rough out there.
Is he okay, Daisy?
No. No. We just had like a 2-hour-long conversation about LSPD BCSO shit, which I think we've resolved.
That's good.
Or at least are on the same page about the whole thing.
Mm.
We talked about the, having people process here in Los Santos, but Peter's made I think a good point that we're not ready, I think, yet for that kind of divide. While we're still trying to get things in order with LSPD. I think we just need to focus on LSPD. It's just going to cause more issues.
I agree.
More hardship doing that. And, we're going to keep things as they are for now. Just focus on trying to implement the procedural changes that we want to make. And then, we'll see how things go down the line.
I think whatever. I think I was thinking about this, and the reality is that right now you guys are outnumbered, right? And if you were to make a shift, the reality of the matter is you're going to have people that are going to resonate with the message. Well, I'm just going to spit it like this. Sad farming gets you a long way in Los Santos. Did you know that I got more people on my side take sad farming for 4 hours than I did probably in an entire week of campaigning? I ran around with a flower acting like my dog just died. And the responses I got were comedic. Now, that's not to say certain concerns are not valid, right? Because there's an array of concerns. But ultimately, making a change, I'm going to support it either way, right? You guys know what's happening better than I ever will. Nor is it really my place. But even I thought about it since this morning. And let's say you were to make such a dramatic change, that the reasons for why you did it, or even the long-term logic that you might apply, right? Cut the thread now, build, and over time, the gaps will be filled. That is not what people are going to read it as, right? You'll probably end up with people in your ranks that are going to be like, maybe it's true. Maybe they do want to divide us. And then it'll just make the situation even worse. But, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. So we're just gonna, keep working towards our own goals. I even though I think we do, have some people that feel some kind of way about the jokes and whatnot. At the end of the day, they're jokes. Who cares? People get over it, and ultimately, I don't believe that any of these jokes are being made like maliciously or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing's kind of silly.
Okay. Well, that puts me to relief because you sounded like you were dying on the phone earlier.
I'd also just woken up.
No, not you, Peters. I was in the middle of a conversation and I thought he was dying.
Everything's okay. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Oh my God! Somebody just died in that helicopter behind us.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. Are you okay, Peters? I don't know, honestly.
He's exhausted. Oh, watch.
I'm to a point now where I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
here we go. It's like LSPD plus BCSO is fucking affecting my feelings now. Where, oh, there, he made it. Thank God. That paramedic made it. Where I have to be concerned about, I can't do anything without being fucking worried I'm gonna offend somebody. Which I get, I'm kind of whatever, which isn't a bad thing, right? I'm not saying, I think it's a genuine concern I have to have. And I think I'm just coming to the realization that I have to. I'm gonna have to throw a BCSO Pride Parade. Not like Pride, like June Pride, but just. I'm gonna have to fold like a cheap beach chair. I'm gonna have to give in to the Blaners.
What did they do? I'm so confused. Did something like happen in between, like in the last couple hours?
I think all of them just hate me, and I think it's just because I call them Tuscan Raiders, which they kind of do look like.
Of course they're gonna hate you. Why do you think they hate me? I don't even talk to these people.
I'm gonna have to find a way to. I'm gonna do a BCSO.
Are you exhausted?
Appreciation? No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to put a BCSO appreciation raid on, or not raid, parade. I think I'm gonna have to tell them good job when they don't do their fucking job and can't conduct a basic raid or lock down property when they conduct a raid. I'm gonna have to tell them good job. That's it. You know what? I think I figured it out. I just have to settle for people being below average at their job. Morale-a-palooza. That's what we're going to call it. Hey, guess what? You don't know a basic police procedure? Great. That's okay, because at least your feelings are valid.
Oh my God.
Okay. Okay. All right. that was a great speech, Peters.
I'm doing it. I
You're-
need to call my
you're
assistant.
You're doing great. However, we're not going to do any of those things. We are just going to focus on our department. BCSO is just going to focus on their stuff, and we're not going to worry about BCSO's feelings anymore. Because I don't think I have the mental
Do you guys have a
capacity to
number
deal
of
with
a
this shit
doctor
anymore.
I can get to neuter me?
Stop being a pussy.
Being so fucking annoying.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. Yeah. I trust me when I say I resonate. Because the moment I heard this was an issue again, and even what's going on Twitter, I'm just like, is this what people want to do all day? Like, there's other like, you know what I'm saying?
That is crazy. It's fucking crazy. Nino, I don't get it. Sorry, Moss, I'm going to say it, but we have command who are fucking offended on behalf of the BCSO over me, which I didn't even fucking doing it. I didn't do anything. And he's like, I can't fucking discipline these people because fucking Peters do it. It's like, do your fucking job, bitch. Do your job and don't worry about me.
Yeah. Yeah. I had my like 15 minutes of being annoyed. Like, how is this topic still happening? Like,
I feel better. Thank you for that. Sorry.
yes. And then I said, you know what? Fuck it. We're ending the conversation. Like, this is after, like, earlier today. We need to focus on shit. So, couple things that are coming. We've rolled out earlier today legislative review for all the different representatives throughout Los Santos County. Secondly, we're getting more writers for lossantos.me. I'd very much recommend checking out the website if you haven't. I'd love to have LSPD involved. So, like, if you have writers in LSPD that want to get, like, talk to the public kind of thing, like, you know, get articles out, you know, third, apparently there's some very strange traffic stops happening that were happening in the city earlier. I'm just the messenger. I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently that there was 6-unit traffic stops being made and potentially people being moved to. I'm gonna send you the phone number and you know, do with it as you please.
What are you referring to? What
Um,
happened?
Apparently 6 units. Look, I don't even want to say it right now because since we're trying to move on, let's just, you know, let's just pretend nothing happened. But
Okay.
what else? Oh, I talked to King and he asked me about the air stuff. He said he doesn't want to be the cert guy for Air One. And he's like, but he likes planes. And I said, you know, talk to Daisy and Peters. I told you about the Denzel shit. The PRT stuff. That's about it. Honestly, I don't have too much to talk about.
All right. I gotta go talk to Marshall about firing a cadet now then.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, why do you have to go to a
we gotta-
marshal for
They
that?
were conducting an investigation. Looks
It's
like
it's over Julian Turbo.
Oh, that.
seems like he probably committed perjury. I don't know if they're pushing criminal charges, but I got a text message from Lockhart saying it was bad.
Julian is a really nice guy. I also do think, transparently.
Lying on the stand isn't that nice though.
Oh, Julian was lying. Oh, okay. Okay, this is the opposite of the story I heard. Well, I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. We'll see how it plays out.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't spoken to the marshal. Maybe it's leaning the other way of like this was Croc's fault, but we gotta go talk to Lockhart.
Yeah. Well, Tyler, you were there when Julian told the story. Am I tripping that the claim was the other way around? I mean, whatever. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, the reality is, whatever the claim is, doesn't matter. It's up to the marshals now. You know.
Yeah.
You need some food.
Lockhart, I think, went off duty, so we'll deal with it tomorrow.
All right, easy. All right. Well, I'm gonna be around tomorrow. It's been a fucking long ass day.
Yeah.
Are y'all familiar with the civilian that got shot up, by the way, in a breach? Dundee grabbed bags. Apparently the back units didn't know that wanted to breach because of bags he picked up. They breached in the back, and then the cops in the front.
I knew that there was a bank, or not a bank, but there was something that was breached recently.
Apparently that's turning into a huge dilemma on the streets. Possible court case, all kinds of shit like that.
Do you know who was involved?
Frost.
Okay.
And I don't know who else. Now, keep in mind, I'm hearing this from the victim side of it, right? So, but the claim is that it seemed like they got bags and they decided to kill everyone in the hostage over the bags. But listen, the way that I heard the stories is fucking scary. I'm going to keep it 100%. So I'm hoping that there's another side of this.
Wait, say it again? The way
that it was
explained
portrayed to me is, I don't know, there was some like duffel bags or some shit that they used to like put shit into the thing. I don't know how people fucking steal stuff. But apparently they left some duffel bags. They grabbed the duffel bags. It resulted in a breach where the hostage was blasted down. And apparently some of the cops breached and the others didn't know what happened, and they thought the people on the inside started shooting. I don't know.
Oh no.
It looks like they killed the hostage. The cops might have killed the hostage because of duffel bags. As opposed to, I don't know, maybe escalating after the hostage was saved.
I don't understand what over the duffel bags.
Just keep in mind, this is coming from a victim, right? So they're going to paint it a certain way. PD may have been well within the right. So I'm just telling you how it's being, relayed to me.
I mean, it sounds fucking horrible. Like we're valuing duffel bags over someone's life. I don't.
Once again, though, there could be more to this, right?
You said Frost, like Jimmy Frost.
I heard Frost, and that it's a him, and that he, I don't know, was according to him just triggered out of nowhere. But once again, this is a guy breaking into a bank or whatever the fuck those are.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna take today off. I'm taking tomorrow off.
You know, was it a laundromat, a cash exchange? Wait, you said that they were going out the back door?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
I heard that there was something about them like leaving through the back door, so they breached or something.
I believe they went through the back door to get duffel bags, as it was relayed to me.
Hostage being shot, though.
Yeah.
Oh, is it this one? Cash exchange and OIS?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her that. There's more to this, but this is kind of a, how do I put this? I know there's how do I put this? This is kind of one of those weird, like, I don't know where the line is. I know that they're looking to maybe go down the legal route, so I don't know how much of what I was told I should relay, but I mean, fuck it, I'll just say it. You might not see a hostage statement in there. And if that's true, maybe they'll start to, you know.
There's no. Yeah, there's no hostage statement in here.
Yeah.
Wait, no, there is.
Oh, apparently that hostage wasn't approached till much later. And the presumption was that it wasn't until they realized there might be some legal recourse. So take it, you know, once again, don't take my word for it. You're hearing a retelling by someone breaking into a place, right? So there may be some, you know, I'm trying to look at it as balanced as I can. So
Says here at the end, it was kind of shocking to hear officers come through the back door. I can't really blame people that had me hostage for shooting me because they said what was going to happen if they did something while the gauntlet was pulled up.
Jesus. Oh shit.
So the hostage took the side. The hostage took the side of the people that took him hostage.
Yep.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Says, so they came up front and they said they needed to get something from the gauntlet that was coming up to the back of the bank. They said that if officers at the back tried to tackle them or do anything stupid, they're gonna kill me. So they went to the back door where I couldn't see them. Nothing really happened. And then someone yelled, "Put your hands up." So he put his hands up. And there was one gunshot from the back of the bank. And then I heard some of them saying, "Shoot the hostage," multiple times. And I don't remember anything after that. And that's when he said, it was kind of shocking to hear officers come through the back door. I can't really blame the people that had me hostage for shooting me because they said they were going to do that if something happened. Can't really blame them. Can't blame them.
I'm going to ask I think an important question. Is it a federal mandate to breach if someone brings shit to an active call? And the reason I ask that is I want to temper my opinion based on that.
So the only reason that we would really breach is if negotiations are failing and we feel like the hostage's life is in danger.
Well, hold on. What about somebody taking half an hour to rob something? Because then we got other robberies going off, and how do you prioritize one hostage over another one?
Well, they should probably just learn how to rob things faster.
Well, and then on top of that, what if you have somebody leave and try to go get something? They just run out the bank to go. We had that yesterday. Somebody just fucking ran out of the art asylum and left the like, we're going to get another car, and the cops just let him. I was like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Essentially, breaching is kind of like the most severe thing that like we can do in those situations, right? and it is you know, the reason why we were there first and foremost obviously is preservation of life. They have a hostage. We need to make sure that that person is okay, and our action should really be with an attempt to make sure that that person is all right. Like the chase afterwards, you know, obviously securing the money or whatever they get from it is secondary to the hostage life. So I don't know. But like you could make an argument that like if it is negotiated that they use one car, that they you know, exit out the front.
I don't want to put too much into this because I've
You know,
got the
that could
PD
be
view of
considered
things.
I guess a
Right?
failure of negotiation.
That's why I asked the question. I don't know if it's like a server rule you need to escalate, because I can't have a heavy opinion if it's a server rule, right? It's like RPing, you know, the Senate doesn't exist sort of thing.
Ask your question again, Nino.
I was just kind of bringing it up to your attention.
Ask it again.
The question? Oh,
Yeah.
is it like a federal mandate to breach the bank if, you know, someone comes to like restock, right? Like some random guy comes in. Back in the day, I've heard stories the way, like, you know, where like, let's say someone ran out of thermite or some shit and they come through and they bring more thermite. That's a breach condition. And the reason I'm asking that is like, I'm going to temper my opinion if it's like a Fed thing. You know what I mean?
No, that is not a reason why we would breach. That sounds like something else.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like that sounds like something else. I didn't understand the question initially.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's kind of like, let's say it was, right? Then I'm not going to fucking die on a hill for that, because it's like saying, you know, DOJ doesn't exist or the Senate doesn't exist. And you get what I'm saying, right? Like, it's punching God in the dick.
I mean, I can double check, but I don't believe so. I think that that's, like I said, something else.
Okay. All right. Well, shit. Since I meant to bring this up last time. So the Social Committee of Los Santos Police Department is up and going, which you know, I'd love to get started in the next like week or two so you guys can start having your like social events or whatever. I personally would love Peach and Goldie behind it because I think they just make sense. But, you know, whether it's them or whoever, I'd love to get a contact for that so we can at least start slowly getting the ball rolling. Doesn't mean that an event needs to be put up, but at least, you know, start getting them excited, I guess.
No, I think that's great. You said Peach and Goldie?
Yeah, I feel like
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I think they'd really enjoy that.
Yep.
Sorry, I was just looking at our SOPs, Nino.
Mm-hmm.
And it states LEOs will breach if the following conditions are met. No verbal contact can be made within the building. After a successful negotiation to clear the building, hostage has been harmed or is believed to be in immediate danger. Those are the reasons why we would breach a building.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so while it sucks that I don't know what they were doing behind the building, but whatever that was, that wasn't really a reason to breach, in my opinion. But I wasn't there. I guess I need to get more facts.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Easy. Any legislation you guys need? I'm thinking about making us into a slow roll and go state county.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Slow rolling. You know, when I
Yeah.
did the California roll, we had that conversation.
Yes, yes, exactly. Now, the reason for it, and I want you guys to cook on this, right? It's not going to happen right away. I want you to like think about it, so that when you're out on the field or whatever, you can see whether it makes sense, come back or whatever. But the allegations I heard earlier today, it was that there was officers doing tons of traffic stops and getting people on what they claim was a stop, but the officers are claiming was not. And
Like they slowed down, but they didn't fully stop.
well,
kind of
they're
thing.
saying they did. The officers are saying they didn't. The problem is that there's no way to really know, because a stop inherently can be 3 Mississippis, 1 Mississippi. It could be 3 Mississippis, but it looks like a 0 Mississippi. You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and I want you to cook. I want you to cook on it. You know what I mean?
I would just need to think about like how it could be enforced, right?
Yes. That's exactly it. Like, I mean, as you're out on patrol, have it in the back of your minds. This isn't a sure thing, but it's something that I'm considering. But I wouldn't want to put something in place where it makes it next to impossible for y'all to be able to stop someone when you need to. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean, is it like if they're going under 5 miles an hour or 10
Yeah.
miles an hour or something? We'll have to think about it.
Yep, 100%. I also don't necessarily want to get into a habit either of some people do some shitty things and then we put in legislation for it, because that can inadvertently screw the people that are doing it right. You know what I mean? Oh, another thing came up. Apparently an LSPD officer took Ember's hunting license and a bunch of other stuff.
Robin already talked to us about that.
Oh, easy.
I said that based on the legislation,
Yep.
that officer was qualified to do that.
Mhm.
The granted powers through the legislation state that, you know, officers, hold on, let me look at the wording.
This is one thing I hate about this new legislation thing. There's like there's gonna be 100 legislation documents.
So granted powers, law enforcement officers shall enforce all statewide and local laws, issue citations, and provide investigative duties. So I think based on that, they have more than enough authority to be able to take away a hunting license.
Okay, what did Robin have a retort to that?
No, Robin just said that makes sense. That was all Robin
easy.
said about it.
One thing I am bringing our way is
I guess the only thing is let me look at the hunting license.
Because the thing is, we don't have legislation around it. Hunting.
Does it say that we remove that? Like what the reasons for removing them are in here?
No, because Los Santos County doesn't have hunting legislation yet.
Well, I mean within Blaine County, within the Blaine County legislation. Anyone with a violent felony will be automatically disqualified. So since this was issued, I assume in Blaine County, and if they have a violent felony, it should be removed. It doesn't matter if it's a LSPD or BCSO officer.
Oh no,
So
no.
applies.
Wait, were they stopped up north or down south?
No, but I mean, even
What up, S fan?
It doesn't really matter where, because that officer still has the authority to do so. They still
Under
have
what?
the authority. and it doesn't really matter where it took place, because at the end of the day, based on the way that it is written, it doesn't say like a violent felony within Blaine County. It just says anyone with a violent felony will be automatically disqualified. And then based on the legislation,
Which legislation? Sorry, I'm trying to follow along.
okay, so the hunting regulations and procedures. It says
But this legislation doesn't apply to crimes in Los Santos.
but what I'm saying is that that doesn't matter, because that LEO still has the authority to remove that license regardless of where the crime is committed, because the felony, the way that this is written, it doesn't say that the felony has to be committed in Blaine County. It just says violent felony.
Oh, that is true. But the argument that I'm making is because it's Blaine County legislation, this legislation is not applicable in Los Santos County.
But per the powers and definition of law enforcement officers, LEOs shall enforce statewide and local laws. It doesn't say that you have to be there to enforce it. This is the local law of Blaine County, so therefore they should be able to enforce it.
Oh, so the removal is so that they don't use the hunting license up north.
Yeah.
I see, but inherently it's not statewide unless we were to adopt their law. I don't act. I think you're making a valid point.
It's vague enough.
Yeah.
That I think that officer was justified in removing that license. Now, if it stated something about crimes specifically being committed in Blaine County, then I would say no. But it just says if you commit a violent felony, you don't have a hunting license. And since you have a hunting license, it should have been removed.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, going back to this holy fucking shit, there's so much documentation. With that said, I am looking to bring hunting and fishing to Los Santos alongside snorkeling. But we're gonna probably slow roll that into the end of next month. Yeah. Now,
sounds good.
But I want to make sure that you guys are prepared for that, and I'll let you guys see the legislation in advance.
I can let the people who are working on the ranger stuff know
Oh,
that
yes. Wait, actually,
yeah, that they need to have all their ranger shit sorted out by like mid next month, so in a couple weeks, so that way they're ready for this.
Okay. Oh, I was actually gonna suggest that. I didn't realize that's something you actually wanted to do. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, no, I'd already talked to. That was one of the first things I proposed to people when I became chief, because I knew that there were some former rangers. So I said, why don't you make a ranger cert?
Yeah.
So I don't know how far they've gotten with it. I'll follow up with them, but I'll tell them that this is happening, so they need to get moving on it.
Yeah, that would be sick. Like, to give you kind of high level is I want to put some I really want to get snorkeling going, especially around the beach sides. But like, and when I say fishing, I mean like spear fishing. You know what I mean?
Spear fishing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like when you put a snorkel on and you go in the water and you fucking like Peters, you know what that is, right? You know, you like
No.
take out the tuna. Spearfishing?
Yeah, spearfishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that off the coast of Los Angeles, Tennessee, growing up.
Yep.
Actually, I mean, if it was literally be like right there, if we were.
Mm-hmm.
Never
Yep.
mind. Yeah, a lot of fun. You go out, you grab a snorkel, you get a spear gun, and then essentially you look for fish, and then you see one and you shoot it with a pressurized air gun that's got a spear in it, and it goes straight through them, and it's got a
Yep.
rope tied to it, and fucking kills them, and
Oh yeah.
you just fillet it and you eat it on the
Mm-hmm.
beach.
Yep. All right. Well, look. All right. I gotta get going.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta get going too.
I will say that I'm very glad that it was, you know, Peters, you thought, you had me thinking that you were gonna die.
I almost tried. Listen, we had a conversation earlier, and I was ready to jump off the edge of it a few times.
Hmm.
Well, I didn't tell Moss that, yes, but yes, I was like, if I jump from here, I will die.
Yeah.
It was that bad.
No, I
for
came
you,
back.
That conversation.
Yes. It wasn't the conversation. It was the fact that the fact that I wanted to double down so hard, and I reeled it in. I have the utmost respect for you, Chief.
Jesus Christ.
I hope you know that.
All right, nice to see you, Nino.
All right. Y'all take care.
Be easier. Go back
Yep.
to being a officer and just doing drugs on the side and not doing traffic stops.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
It
right.
would be. That would be nice, honestly.
All right. Y'all stay safe, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Dude, poor Daisy. Poor Tyler, man. That's wild. What are the tweets I missed earlier? Yo, we need to get